Conquer Tower, there's November 613 Whiskey Delta at 19er left. I'd like to request a left downwind departure, please.
Number 613 Whiskey Delta, Conquer Tower, left downwind departure approved, only 19er left, clear for takeoff.
613 Whiskey Delta, clear for takeoff, 19er left, downwind departure approved. Needs a better left brake on it. Yeah, that's about the IFR. You told me that something with the pedostatics didn't. They need a tank or something. It's placed this week. Hey.
Conquer Tower, Terminal 59er, Lima Golf, ready for takeoff, 19er left.
Terminal 59er, Lima Golf, Conquer Tower, say departure request.
Northbound departure.
A little bit of crosswind takeoff there.
Downwind departure approved, only 19er left, good for takeoff, traffic the up 17.
Actually, remember to log into Cloud Ahoy, but I can't remember my password now. It's been so long.
Left, 59 Lima Golf.
Like a little bit of rain there, maybe.
Conquer Tower, Cessna 87 Foxtrot, it's at 198, ready for takeoff.
Cessna 87 Foxtrot, Conquer Tower, only 19 right, code for takeoff, say direction.
Be a right turn out departure.
87 Foxtrot, right turn out approved.
Cessna 87 Foxtrot, clear for takeoff, 19 right turn out.
Go around this mess. Looks like it's clear in the valley.
Yeah.
Clearance, Falcon 191, Mike Delta instruments to Camarillo with Juliet.
Falcon 191, Mike Delta's on tower.
not sure what do you trim that one other one out for the manifold pressure on the.
What was that?
This one here, it cruises at about 22 and 22. If you want a decent power to it.
And this does climb fast, huh? Wow. I can't remember my password. It said it's emailing me one. But of course, I'm not getting it. Like, darn it, I actually remembered. Because you have to start Cloud Ahoy on the app. And then it starts recording via the phone, and then you go check it on the site later. It's really fun.
Camera's crooked. Yeah, so have you ever run this that channel over there, that one right there to the left? You see the two channels going in?
Uh-huh.
You ever have Ken or someone run the channel with you? So Ken, like on my last checkout,
No.
we went on that channel. He goes, okay, follow this channel at 500 feet.
Yeah.
So drop down to 500, and so we're doing all these sharp turns.
I've done that out, over to the side of the practice area with Mark. The river run, he calls it.
Yeah.
And go out there and scare the cows.
Yeah.
And go up and over that one hill. But this time I get you down real low and say, follow the right side. Oh, cool.
Dropped up a little too high. Dropped back down a few hundred. Yeah, it's so great flying in California. Get to almost anything quickly.
Yeah. I'm going to Harris Ranch on the 31st for an angel flight thing. That'll be fun. I've been down there a couple times for it.
Oh, just like a gathering, not a mission.
Excuse me, yeah, they do a north meet south thing for all of California because it's two separate wings, like chapters. So they had to cancel last year. They ended up having to reschedule it once or twice, and then it was like, oh, forget it, and they just canceled it. They didn't do it last year. But, yeah, usually once a year. And it's great. They get a ton of planes down there. It'll be like 40 or 50 small planes.
Where do they put them all?
There's, when you land, and there's one small parking area, and you could probably get 15 planes in there, 10, 15 planes in there maybe. But there's a area, it used to be really bumpy, but somebody went out there with a bulldozer and flattened it out. But there's a big dirt area that will pack the planes back there first, and then fill up the front area later. It's kind of fun because they're always looking for volunteers to help park planes, drag planes around and all that. Sometimes they'll do the high wing, low wing thing, you know, to get them in there and stack them up. They usually get a pretty good speaker, have some guest speaker there, and you know, it's an overpriced buffet lunch, and you know, see a bunch of people I haven't seen in a while.
Are you familiar with the 4096 or the Garmin 430?
I use the 430 a little bit when I was doing the instrument stuff, and I don't know the 496. They started playing with the 630, is that what it is? There's 630 and 730, and they put the 630 in the 172.
This one feeds, so when you put your flight plan in here, it feeds directly after this. So if you want to change anything on this, you can, and then they'll update to that. What we're going to plan on doing is probably putting a switch in so I can update directly. I have a PCAS.
You have a what?
A PCAS, the portable collision avoidance system.
Yeah.
One of Zion's. And I'm going to have that Zion load up and it'll show traffic on that.
Yeah. Wow.
The entire marina down there is just empty. Not one boat.
There's that whole little community down there where they've all got little docks.
Yeah.
But it's like a little lake. Yeah, it's too bad it doesn't open to one of the channels.
Yeah. Imagine some of these got little lower levels too. They won't let them feed in from the Delta for a while. Well, the temperatures cooperated with us anyways. Earlier in the week I was like, oh my god, I hope it isn't 100 degrees out there.
Yeah. It looks like it was supposed to get up to 80 something today. When we went to Travis a couple weeks ago, they did such a great job with that air show. I got on their site a couple days later and found
Probably pick another frequency for flip. A good one to monitor up here.
now. So on Stockton?
Yeah.
Let's see, there's an ATIS. It's 120.3.
Yeah. Per tower, yeah.
They just did such a great job with that whole air show, just the way everything was laid out. We'd heard that on Saturday there were 85,000 people, and so we thought, okay, we'll go on Sunday, there'll probably be less people. Oh no, there were more, but the way they had it spread out, we found out later it was 100,000. Didn't even feel like it. And the prices were reasonable, and the lines weren't long, and the lines that were longish were moving well. It was really such a shame that it was tragic what happened anyway, but I really felt bad for all the people who put all the work into that stuff, because they can't, you know, it took about 10 minutes after the wreck, and then they said, okay, we're canceling the rest of the show.
Check out this Capital Air Show. So the event that we're going to is fundraiser for these, but they put on, in September, they put on the Capital Air Show that I've never been to an event where they rolled it out so well for the pilots coming in.
So this is not an air show?
No, this is a mentoring program.
Okay.
They call it STEM, so it's science, technology, engineering, and math.
Okay.
Scholarships for kids, at-risk kids. And so the same people that do this put on the air show in September.
Okay.
And the air show is a fundraiser for them. But that Capital Air Show was very, very good. One of the better ones I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few ones I've ever found that you can actually fly into and land at the airport. And as you land at the airport, they have, you know, people guiding you, parking you in. They have a golf cart take you to they have a private viewing tent for the pilots that are flying in, right up front.
Nice.
With shade and food and drinks.
Yeah.
Everything else all included in a normal general admission.
Wow.
Very good layout, good displays, lots of good vendors. And and they had a whole story going along with every single show and demonstration that was coming along. It was done real nice.
Cool.
They had the Canadian precision flight team out there.
Are they the snowbirds?
Another one. They have another one that is, I forget the name of it, Silver or something like that.
I was thinking that this was the air show, so what's happening during the day?
We are taking and fielding questions about being a pilot in aviation and stuff. So they have a motivational speaker speak in the hangar, and then as when they get done, the kids will like all run out and they're all psyched up and everything, and come talk to all the pilots that are all lined up in the flight line and check it out. And there's other things for them to do. That, I don't know if there's a flight simulator or something else going on too.
They get to check out the planes and all that?
Yeah, so you open up the doors and talk to them about the planes and flying and how you got into it and all that other kind of stuff.
I coordinated a Girl Scout thing for the 99th chapter one time, and that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was fun. We got it set up so that I worked with this coordinator, this Girl Scout lead, so that they had...
Dr. Tower, off to clear 29 right at Delta.
Dr. Tower?
Yeah.
Off 2, Roger.
Oh, wait, what did I switch it over to? 12030.
Yeah.
Yeah. 030.
Yeah.
I'm on comm 1. Julia. Not even on both.
Huh.
Right over there. About 10 miles off.
Huh?
About 10 miles off. Tough to spot and let you fly in there. Oh, I see it. Right over there. Right in the beginning of that long brown patch. See the one runway. Kind of running like
Oh, out over...
Runs like this, and there's buildings off to the right and nothing to the left.
Way out over there?
Yeah.
There's that green triangle by it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the abandoned one?
Yeah. No,
Wow.
that's Stockton.
Oh, that's Stockton?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, Joshua is out in, did you look up Joshua? It's, not Joshua, it's, like a biblical name.
There's Joshua Tree I found in here.
Not Joshua
Not
Tree,
that, right?
Man, I'm trying to think of it. Nearest. New Jerusalem, that's the name of it.
Oh, okay.
So we'll head direct to it.
That's way down to the... down this way.
Yeah. LIN is where we're set to now. Yeah. Oh, I should get out at 4,000, I guess.
When I did that Girl Scout class, I worked with one coordinator, and they've got different badges depending on our use. So there's Girl Scouts, but then there's the different levels within there. And so we had some of the younger girls and we had an older group. So we worked through what are all the requirements for their aviation badges, and there were 2 different badges that we were going to work on. And so we divided up all the requirements into pre-work that they would do, what we could do during the day, and then the after stuff that they would do on their own. So we got 2 badges knocked out, for the better part of 2 badges knocked out. They all came with their prerequisites done. And then we had a bunch of classroom stuff, which probably the drier, a little bit boring stuff for them, but it was part of the requirements for the badge. We got all that stuff knocked out, and they brought their lunches with them. And then Sterling let me reserve 2 planes just on the ground, didn't charge me. And then we, younger girls, like, if you don't hold hands, you're kicked out. That's all there is to it. You can't have kids running around out here. They're like, okay. So we took the girls out and let them climb all over the planes and pretend like they're flying and all that stuff. Had a good time. When I set the thing up, I asked for volunteers from the chapter, and there's a scout, Connie, who took 1 or 2 flight lessons and then just decided it's just too expensive. There's no way I can do this right now. But she stayed in the chapter, and then and stayed on our mailing list and stuff. Even though I think she's dropped out and she's not technically a pilot anymore. But she came along. She offered to help, and then Maria was there, and the scout, Macy, other gal. So we had 2 flight instructors, me and Connie, an enthusiast, and oh my gosh, it took all 4 of us to keep those kids entertained. And the questions they asked, you think, well, I know how to fly a plane, I'm sure I can answer the questions. Oh no. But the flight instructors, they've heard them all a million different ways. So a kid would ask a question, and you're like, well, I know how that works, but I don't know how to put it into words. I haven't heard it asked that way. And how do you explain that? Maria or Tracy would jump right in and handle it, and I was like, dang, you're good. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I forgot to bring the PCAS this morning.
What?
I forgot to bring the PCAS this morning. It's always nice to use when you're not flying with a flight following. It'll give me everything within 6 miles.
Yeah.
As long as they're using a transponder.
Okay, I finally got in, so Cloud Ahoy is starting. So I'll give you my username and password later. You can log in and check out our flight. Oh, you just start it and then turn off your phone and it does its thing.
Yeah, I seen there was a thing to share with buddies or something like that on that.
What?
Buddy sharing?
Oh, is there? I've been in it forever, so yeah.
Yeah, because I tried to look up your name and then I didn't see it. But you can share your flight information with buddies.
Okay.
And yeah, I didn't find you or.
Yeah. If I remember to just start that, it knows when you land and it turns off automatically. So if you just remember to start it at the beginning of each flight, then